In a bid to curb a spike in youth offending, the government's investing more money into programs it says will stop the cycle of crime before it even occurs. The $53 million cash drop will see a wraparound program currently only used in South Auckland extended into West Auckland. So now any child under the age of 14 caught ram raiding in the area will either be referred to the Social Welfare Board for Wellbeing Board or for wraparound support. There'll also be more money poured into youth employment, training and education programs. Here's political reporter Imogen Wells.
Ram raid after ram raid after ram raid. There've been 357 so far this year, and left in their wake, shop owners picking up the pieces.
This is getting out of control now.
So, in a bid to stop them from happening in the first place, the government's pumping a further $53 million into community-led youth programs it's already investing in.
The announcement appears nothing new. In fact, all these programs are already in place. Unless and until the government gets tough on crime, no money can solve it.
What we're doing here is expanding and extending what has already been proven to work.
Programs like those run by Mate Huruhuru in South Auckland, which says community-led intervention is the way that works.
We were raised with families who are in gangs, and so not wanting us to perpetuate the cycle, we created this program so that we could basically break chains.
Some of the funding will go towards these 3 youth development and work readiness initiatives, which should get a further 5,000 young people through their doors. And a wraparound service currently only used in South Auckland will be rolled out in West Auckland too, which will mean anyone under the age of 14 caught ram raiding in those areas will be referred to a social wellbeing board, which will then find them the right support. Over the last 4 months, the initiative's worked with 52 kids, 3/4 of whom haven't gone on to reoffend.
We are doing kids no favours by wrapping them around with cotton wool.
A lot of it feels like it's window dressing and lovely, but actually has it really delivering against serious repeat offenders, and what is it doing to support victims?
Seymour says he has the solution.
Ankle bracelets for ram raiders.
In many cases, the harsher the punishment, the more glory and the more notoriety they're getting out of it. So that's not going to work.
The minister insisting today puts a fence at the top of the hill rather than an ambulance at the bottom of the cliff.
Imogen joins us now. Kia ora, Imogen. So the organised crime announcement yesterday, youth crime today, are the two connected?
Well, Mike, the two certainly do go hand in hand. Yesterday's announcement was all about sending the signal that crime will no longer pay, and today's announcement was all about trying to stop the cycle of crime, getting youth offenders back on track, trying to reduce that risk of them being recruited by gangs. Now, gang violence, gang tension, ram raids have all been huge and ongoing concerns for Kiwis over the last few months. So the government will be keen to show it's reacting to those concerns rather than just letting the issues follow them around. But while putting in an effort to stop the cycle of crime is a good move, businesses today were left wanting more and wondering where their further support on the impacts of crime and ram raids is.
Imogen Wells live from Parliament, Tinakwe.